my wall or thebaka.com. I always do hashtag. I should say dot. I did half my face today in a demo, and oh my gosh, somehow my phone keeps cutting off. I think the battery was getting hot. Then Facebook cut me off like 5 times. So if you were just over there at my event, oh my gosh, thank you for hanging out with me, first of all. And I'm going to go connect all those videos and just make it easily watchable. So thank you for that. If you're a friend of Cammie, of Sally, of Krista, please contact them and we'll work with you and help you get the most out of your makeup. So what I did was half face. So this half of my face is completely bare with nothing on it. And this half of my face, I did the demo. We did highlighting, contour. I showed an eye look, 3D fiber lash, but most importantly, the Flawless 4. And this is what I keep sharing with you guys here. So I'm going to show you how to get the most out of that, how to get the most out of your makeup. Hi guys, thanks for jumping on. Kathy, I hope you got your samples. Can you give me a holler if you did? And I'd love to know. And I just showed how to use those samples in our event. So I hope you were able to see it. If not, I will fix that, I promise. I'll just put the videos together and repost it as replay. So anyway, thanks you guys for hanging out. Wow, quite a rough ride. Quite a rough ride. Thank you for my hearts. It was one of those moments. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is about your primer. How to get the most out of your makeup is you need to use a primer. Whether it's this brand or any other brand, it doesn't matter. You need to use a primer. And some primers are tinted. This primer is Glorious Primer. It is not tinted. It's natural based. It's clear. Let me show you what it looks like real quick. I'm not going to actually apply it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like, how to apply it. It's clear. It looks like the size of, you want to use the size of a pea, size of a dime. And how to do it is on a plain face, clean face, just touch it to your fingers so that your fingers kind of have it on, and dab it on your skin everywhere, and then start to rub it on, okay, and on your neck, because you want to put your foundation onto your neck as well. And then definitely brows, because you see I don't have any. I have to use makeup there, so primer is going to help it stay, and then you're just going to rub it on. Now how you get the most out of your primer is you're going to let that sit for 5 minutes. Do not go in, jump in, put your foundation and all this other stuff, because the primer has not set. And what I mean by set is it's working with your body heat and it's sinking into your pores, into those fine lines and wrinkles you might have around your eyes where foundation or concealer might cake or crease in these lines. So let your primer work its magic. And if you have used a foundation and about 2 or 3 hours later it sort of disappears and you're like, where did my foundation go? Then you're questioning the brand, you're questioning the quality, you're questioning your decision to purchase it, you're questioning everything because you're not seeing results. It should look like this all day long. It should not turn to this after 2 hours. So use your primer. Your primer is going to make that happen. It's also going to keep your pigments in place. It will keep them from creasing throughout your day. It'll keep the colors very, very true to the color. So whatever color you're using, it's going to be true to that color. So you don't have to waste product and keep putting it on and on and on. Because it's not the product, it's the primer. Okay? So definitely use your primer. Wait 5 minutes. Here's a quick tip. This will save you time and this will save you makeup. Do your eyes and your brows first before your foundation. It's not a rule, but it's a really helpful trick to do your eyes first, because when you apply pigments, it has a tendency to have some fallout, and then that way, when you're doing your foundation after, you can actually just swoop that right off. No biggie. You can also clean up brows. Okay, awesome. You can also clean up pigments if you want to kind of make that more like a cat eye thing. You can kind of, really work and kind of fine tune. And again, that's why using your foundation after your eyes is a helpful tip. Second to that, the brush I'm holding. This is the foundation brush. It has a well in the middle. You don't want to fill that up with your foundation, because then that's not reaching your skin. What you'll want to do is take your foundation and use the little drops, the bump, on your brush, right around it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little drops. And then what you want to do is touch around your face, touch around the center of your face first, your T-zone. And then you're going to start to rub and buff it from the center out, okay? Out, out, out. And the cool thing about this brush, why they have the well, is it really disperses the product beautifully and evenly. And the fact that these are shorter haired brush, it kind of gives you more control, and it's just really an even, beautiful application. So moving on to your concealer. Your concealer does more than just conceal a blemish. You can actually couple it with your foundation. So say you put your 5 drops of foundation on your brush, you can actually then take your concealer while the foundation is still on your brush, take your concealer and put little dots on there right along with your foundation. This will save you time, this will save you money, and then you do that same trick about dabbing around the center areas and then buffing out towards the outer, towards your hairline, towards your neckline, and then absolutely down. You don't want to have a harsh line, okay? You don't want to have like a whole different color here, because we are different colors from our chest to our neck for our face, and that's why we color match you to your neck, okay? We don't color match you to your face, we color match you to your neck. So that's a really quick tip. Another quick tip about your Liquid Touch foundation is anytime you guys use a liquid foundation, it's going to come with a dropper, and you want to shake the foundation, but you want to empty that dropper, because what's in the dropper is what you're applying to your brush. So empty it, okay? Empty it. Get it nice and empty, and then give it a shake, and that's going to mix the product, give it the perfect viscosity to actually be applied perfectly mixed from the dropper onto your brush, okay? So give that a definitely shake after you've emptied the dropper. That would work for any products you guys use that have a dropper with it. Empty the dropper first and then shake it up, and then go use whatever you're using. So that's a quick tip on that. Another quick tip is I like to personally have 2 colors of foundation. This is organza, this is taffeta, because as you can see, as you know, the sun is coming out too, and like I'm gonna change skin tones on any given day. I could be a little tanner, I could be indoors more, I could get a little lighter, and so having both colors helps me to have always the perfect color on hand. And also while I'm in transition, I can put 2 drops of this, 3 drops of that, or 3 drops of this, 2 drops of that on my brush, and have that melding color. So that's a quick tip on that. Another quick tip for your concealer. If you're going to use your concealer as a highlighter, which I did in my demo, I highlighted and cleaned up under my brow. I did it under my eye. I'm doing an upside down triangle under the eye. And I took it all the way up to my hairline. So do you see how it looks like I have a cheekbone? I don't. Look at this side, flat. But I've created and sculpted cheeks by using my concealer as a highlighter underneath my eye, taking it all the way to my hairline. Also here, I sculpted cheeks out. I've used my concealer here before I put my foundation on to give a highlight, so it appears that I have more of a rounded sculpted cheek. Look at this side. I don't. But this side, it does. So you can use your concealer as like a contour and highlight. Also around my lips, if you've got fine lines and wrinkles, and if you have any bleeding, this prevents that. So a little bit of concealer just right around your lips prevents that. So it can do so much more than just conceal. I would recommend, if you're going to do overall coverage, definitely match your foundation. If you're going to use highlight, get 2 shades lighter. As you can see, look at this variation I've got going on. This is organza, this is taffeta, which is darker, and this is scarlet. This is the lightest color. So I'm over here with 3 colors. But it's like having, you know, 5 pairs of jeans. You know, you have something for every occasion. And so your makeup needs to be in that kind of category too. When you think of your makeup, think of different occasions. So I want to have a BB if my skin is drier. I want to have my Liquid Touch foundation if I want to kind of do double duty. Liquid Touch foundation goes on liquid, but it dries to a satin matte finish. So I don't have to use a setting powder. With a BB Flawless, it's a cream foundation. I have to set it with a setting powder. I don't need a setting powder with this. It sets to a beautiful satin powdery, airbrushed, like beautiful finish. And the Liquid Touch foundation has optical diffusers, which sort of blurs out imperfections, blurs out fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to blur that out just at that touch, you know, and it feels light. It doesn't feel heavy. And a lot of products can make you feel heavy if you've got, like, you want to do a lot of coverage. This still feels super light. You just need a tiny bit of this. I've had this for like, oh my God, almost 2 years, I'm thinking. I don't know how anyone's going to use all this. I really don't. I really, truly don't. If you use this every day, which I had for at one point lasted me probably 5 months, and that's a long time. So you have a lot of uses in your products. When you have like these tips and tricks, you can get way more out of your makeup. So another thing is, let's save some money. Okay, let's save $40 on this bundle, because right now in April only, you're going to get your foundation brush, your primer, your Liquid Touch foundation, and your concealer, and it's $40 off the whole thing. So it comes to $99. It's valued at $139. So dude, I'm saying, like, add anything. Add anything. I added the sharpener. It was $7.50, so that I would cross the $100 mark and at least get something. instead of like $5.50 for shipping. I'm like, I can just add something and at least get something and get free shipping, right? So just throw something in there. If you want to throw in an extra concealer, an extra foundation, throw it in there. It's all good. Also, what I want to show you guys is a quick tip on how to use the samples I have mailed to you. I've mailed to you these cards, and this is your blush. This is what it looks like. Has 5 blush colors in there, and these are so pigmented. I mean, I've been using these cards for my demos because they're so pigmented, and it's crazy how much you're getting out of it. I'm sending you a bronzer card with the 3 colors. As you can see, I've used it over and over. It still hasn't even appeared like I've used it at all. I used this card today in my demo. So this is the card I use. All of these colors I used for this look, and I just added my own. I used a neutral for the top from palette number 1, and then I used Defiant Splurge Cream Shadow. Everything else is this card from this actual card. This is the card I used. So you're going to get a lot of pigment and fun out of those samples I've sent you. If I have sent you samples, please say, "Hey, Eartha, I got my samples." Give me a shout. You know, give me a woohoo. Even better, a beautiful selfie and tag me in it. So I would love to send these to you guys. I'm sending these to ladies who start a makeup class with me, and what you just saw me do, sharing makeup tips and tricks, is exactly how I do my makeup class. It's free. It's on Facebook. You don't have to be there at the time because I'm sharing videos like YouTube style. It's tutorials, and I'm going to send you and your friends makeup samples for saying yes and for joining in. You're just going to add a handful of friends. Like, don't add a gazillion billion people, because we just want to have like a little small group of us. And if that sounds good for you, what's in it for you? Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. It's not just the samples that you get, but if anybody is excited about any of the stuff I share, you're going to have a link that's free. And if they buy anything, you're going to get party points, which makes you get closer to getting your free makeup. Anything you want off the site. Like, it's crazy. You get free makeup, which is called YCash, along with half-off items. It's crazy. Like, all you have to do is say yes and let me work my magic. It's that simple. Just say yes. Comment yes. I want to get free makeup into your hands and get all the stuff into your life. I'll go back and read your comments, I promise. My battery is about to die. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And it's been quite a ride in this past hour and a half. But I had to get on here and show you live because I just did half face of the bundle, and I wanted to show you how to get the most out of that makeup, how to use it, so when you get it, you're not going, "What do you do?" You know? Thank you from my heart. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I think it's time to go have a glass of wine. Who's with me? Cheers! You guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later, and I will come back and answer your comments. So comment me to do a makeup class, okay? Rock your world. Bye.